Akhilesh Yadav, Tejasvi Yadav and Stalin, among others, are products of nepotism. Nepotistic heads of political parties are not actually preferred by senior and established members of these parties. The main reason is that these individuals have not experienced the tough reality of politics and they tend to speak from position of privilege. The fear came horrendously true recently when Akhilesh Yadav opened his mouth on Hindu sentiments of restoring their places of worship in their original true form. Currently, Sambhal is witnessing an excavation to unearth the truth behind an imposed mosque. Taking a jibe at it, Yadav said there should be an effort to excavate the Chief Minister's residence in Lucknow. In a snarky remark, Yadav said, and I quote, "Since the excavation work is underway, I believe that there is a shivling at the Chief Minister's residence too. We have faith that the shivling is there. We should all prepare for its excavation. The media should go first. We will join after that." Unquote. He is wrong on two grounds here. Firstly, it is not a matter of belief that people say their temples are located underneath the mosque, but rather a well-established fact through archaeological evidence and historical accounts. These historical accounts are not hearsay, unlike Akhilesh's story of a shivling under the Chief Minister's residence. Secondly, what he did is a classic art of politicking by trivializing the topic and not letting it remain focused on the foundational issue. Excavations, finding the truth and re-establishing the murtis in the original mandirs are not one of the normal day-to-day social and political issues for those who want to do it. It is the utmost issue of civilizational importance, as is evident in the way Hindus have lined themselves up for the cause. Hundreds of people died when Yadav's father, Mulayam Singh Yadav, asked his police to fire at car sevaks. Then there are ground level cadres of the Bharatiya Janata Party, Vishwa Hindu Parishad, Bajrang Dal, Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh and many other like-minded organizations who are engaged in such movements without an iota of thought about their personal benefits. There are instances of them being attacked, killed or hanged by both Islamists as well as people stating their affiliations with the frontrunners of secular politics. Ignoring these sacrifices and coming out with a conspiracy theory having no textual basis at all with a laughing face is the worst possible mockery. One simply does not do that unless there is some huge benefit attached to such actions. For Yadav, there is such a benefit, and that is mobilizing his cadre, which is losing morale. The BJP has been able to reverse the momentum it lost during the Lok Sabha elections, and Yadav realizes that it's the Lok Sabha, and Yadav realizes that in the Lok Sabha it was actually the BJP's loss, not his win. The morale on the ground is low, and key leaders in Milkipur, where the next assembly by-poll is due, are leaving the Samajwadi Party. When everything fails, a sense of urgency and anarchy has to be infused, and Yadav is doing just that by trivializing the issue of temple reclamation. He is trying the same with farmers as well. When the Yogi government promised investors that it wishes to acquire a 1.5 lakh acre land bank for the rapid industrialization of Uttar Pradesh, Yadav assumed that it would hurt farmers. The understood rationale is that most lands are owned by farmers, so the government will buy from them. This sounds fair, but what Yadav hid is the fact that government gives compensation, which is way above the circle rate in that area. In cities like Delhi, Patna, Lucknow, Chandigarh, Noida, Gurugram and others, we witness former farmers who have their multi-story buildings in places, all thanks to the compensation money received by selling land. Secondly, local industries benefit locals more than outsiders. But Yadav won't say that. This opportunity is yet another attempt to invoke small farmers protesters organized by part-time farm activists like Rakesh Tikait and people connected to him. Yadav has failed in all of such attempts till now, but he won't give up because hammering this option is the only strategy his party can come up with. Thanks for tuning in.